So all eyes on that one. Plus the Jets at the Bills. Bills favored by 7 with Joe Brady coming in to make the play calls at offensive coordinator. And Zach Wilson still entrenched as the starting quarterback for the Jets. Rematch of week 1.
Really interesting game, this. So, we talked before we went live, right? This Bills thing can go one of a couple of different directions. Number one, it can be the underlying metrics are all really good. So at some point, this seemed likely to swing back in the right direction anyway. Therefore, the move looks great. Joe Brady looks great. Reputation rehabilitated. Everything's great. On the other hand, their schedule is a nightmare, and that starts with the New York Jets defense, which makes everybody look like Zach Wilson, right? So does this just look terrible again because you're going up against the Jets, who might have the best pass defense in the league?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if I brought the next-gen stats to the table yesterday. But don't forget, Josh Allen has 8 of his 11 interceptions at night.
At night, huh?
And that same percentage of turnover-worthy plays at night. It's a day game here.
Yeah.
Big difference. Now, sunset in Buffalo. It's pretty far north.
Uh-huh.
We're post-daylight savings.
Late afternoon, mid-November.
Late afternoon start. So Allen's got about a 45-minute window.
To be good.
Before it's pitch black in Buffalo.
Gotcha.
Maybe 45 minutes. Right?
So if
they start right at 4:25. So it might be earlier than that. It might be a 5 o'clock sunset.
So he's got a quarter to do his damage.
Yes. You want to get up 14-0.
Right.
Right. And then it's like, all right, he'll probably start throwing the ball to defense.
Well, we got a quarter. So if you're Joe Brady, you've got a quarter. To dial it up, right?
You win the toss, you receive.
Yes. And then after the first quarter, you shut it down. You're only running the ball.
Correct. Okay. And actually, that was a pretty good strategy for Buffalo the other night. Their running game was...
that would have won them the game if they'd done it the first time they played the Jets.
That's true. Don't let Allen throw the ball deep.
Second Aaron Rodgers went down with his Achilles, if they ran the ball every play from that point on, they would have won.
I'm just saying that's the other part of the Allen narrative thing, is that all of his turnovers came in these island games at night. And it felt way worse. And in day games, he actually did a great job taking care of the ball. Right. But all of your, national analysts aren't locked in that game as much as they are. It's just hilarious. Anyway.
National analysts.
So Buffalo by 7.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 games with 0 turnover-worthy plays in them. He has 2 more games with 1. Like he had that one game against the Jets where there were 4, and then he's had 2 other games with multiple turnover-worthy plays. Outside of that,
mentally add the extra 1 too that we don't have properly. But yeah, those don't.
Right, but outside of that, he hasn't been that catastrophic.
No, we explained it all yesterday. Yesterday's show, which was now 2 shows ago because we had part 1 earlier today and then second show before. Okay, so anyway, I will say this: lost in the entire narrative deal. Matt Milano being hurt for the Bills has hurt their defense. Elite linebacker, great coverage linebacker. Matt Milano being out. Daquan Jones was playing elite football at defensive tackle for the Bills. Both of those guys got hurt in London against Jacksonville. That defense hasn't been the same either over these last few weeks. And I don't even care about the offensive coordinator move. Like, if you're the head coach, you need to spark something. You need to do whatever. I still think the Bills are good. They're still a good team. And now, as I said last week, replay how many times this year the Bills have been favored by 7 or more, and I picked them every single time because I think they're going to, they're capable of dominating teams. And I'm probably going to do it again. Interim offensive coordinator bump for the Buffalo Bills with Joe Brady.
Okay.
And the point I made last week stands as well. The Jets make every quarterback look like the Jets offense, passing offense, which makes them super competitive. That defense is so tough right now to throw the ball against. So I do think it'll be kind of close, but I could see Buffalo pulling away here. One
of the best pass rushes in the NFL. They don't have to send blitzers. Their linebackers are playing well. Their DBs are fantastic. The Bills' offense, I don't think, gets fixed just by firing the guy calling the plays. I think the Jets will slow down this Bills' offense. And on the other side, okay, he keeps undoing it all by throwing the game away anyway. But Zach Wilson has played better recently. He's been quite good other than the one critical, kneecapping play that loses them the game. Now,
I would say he's been good. Like the other day, again, he's been good in those outside of structure plays. There's just too many easy misses. There's too many plays that he's leaving on the table. That's really hurting the Jets. I know the other interesting dynamic, too, is they had an 83-yard run from Breece Hall in this game in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bills' run defense always kind of scares me. It's just it's kind of like the Packers last week, where I think the Packers have been good all year, but they can have games where they're just horrible. And the Bills have had those throughout the years, too. And if the Jets, with Breece Hall's big playability, he might have a few more opportunities now that they release Michael Carter. I might be leaning toward the Jets here. This was also, as much as I'm defending Josh Allen on the turnover stuff, the Jets are the team where he makes more unforced errors. For whatever reason, he did it last year. He was throwing the ball to Jets in the flat. That made no sense. And that was week 1. They were unforced errors, not under pressure. He was just, for whatever reason, throwing the ball to the Jets. So, yeah, we'll see if that continues.
Yeah, I think the Jets will keep it within that line. I'm going to get them to cover.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets.